Well, an all-star game has to have a home to be successful. The Senior Bowl is a perfect example. And so we're looking, when I came on board, which was 3 games ago, the game was in Orlando. And we weren't very successful there. And so we decided that the thing to do was we have a national headquarters in Tampa. We have a hospital in Tampa. We got 1,800 jobs in the community. I mean, we're an integral part of the community. And I think that you can take that to the community and say, hey, we're an integral part of the community. We'd like y'all to help support this game. And the city of St. Petersburg really kind of stepped up and said, we'd like to have the game here. And the Trop was very good to work with, and the Tradewinds Hotel where we stay has been excellent. And they said, we'd really like to have the game here and keep it on a permanent basis. And the initial deal was, well, if we can have some success, this is what we'll do. Well, we were very pleased last year. I think this year is going to be bigger and better. And I think we'll continue to grow, and I don't think any way that we're not going to keep the game here. Because this community really is starting to understand what the game's about, and they need to kind of adopt it in their head. Well, this game is the longest running college all-star game. This is the 88th game. And over the years, back several years ago, this game used to be huge, and it was on the West Coast. And what happened is the landscape changed, and a lot of people didn't realize it. Back in the heyday of these games, there were 4 major bowls and 4 or 5 other bowls, and that was it. And there wasn't football on television every day. So there was a pretty good demand for like a college all-star game to people to go see. As it's changed now in the last several years, for example, this year's 37 bowl games. And you can watch a football game on television for 42 straight days with no exceptions. So it's a deal that it's a little different niche than you used to, but people still love college football. They still love these players. They know a lot of them are going to be in the NFL. And I think it's important that people understand, hey, we can have a heck of a time, see a great game, and it actually does help somebody. Well, this game brings together the top college football players that are seniors from the past year. For example, in the NFL at the end of this year, we had 253 guys on active rosters that played in this game. And there'll be a whole bunch from this game that make the NFL. And it's really a showcase for them from a football standpoint. And quite frankly, it's a job interview for them. We have a lot of scouts here and player personnel people that evaluate them. And it's just a chance for them to go against, their peers and whatnot. The great thing about it is they understand what the game's for, which is Shriners Hospitals for Children. Every penny that we make goes straight to the hospitals. There's no middleman or anything. And the hospitals have treated over 1 million kids for no cost. And it's really something that these players get to understand and appreciate. So it's kind of a win-win for them. They get a chance to display their wares, and at the same time, they're actually doing something to help people.
I've been a Shriners patient for all my life, so this game is just kind of represents my whole entire life. This is a big event which raises a lot of awareness for the hospital, and it's an amazing thing to be at, I believe. That these kids have done a lot of work to get here, and they're working really hard, and then just for everyone to know what the Shriners Hospitals for Children does for kids. This year they've just treated over 1 million children, regardless if the family could pay or not. So, yeah, like you said, I play football also, so being at this game is awesome because I know what's happening and I know a lot of these players and I've hung out with them this whole week. So it's fun to be out here and just see it all come together and all of them play.
This game just means that show what Shriners doing for the children, and that allow them to have the visibility and to show what is the real goal behind that. For me to be here, it's just only a real honor to sing with my heart to the Shrine organization. This is the most impressive things that I made in my life. I think also it's a way for me to thank you all the Shriners and all the volunteers, sponsors to help and to support the Shriners Hospitals for Children. This is for me the real way why I'm here.
It's extremely an honor, pleasure, just to get an invitation, just to be even considered to play in this game. It's an honor, nothing less than that.
So what do you expect in this game today?
I just come out here. I expect to come out here and play hard, leave it all on the line, like I've been doing all week, like I've been doing all my career, and dominate. And hopefully we'll come out with a victory and be on top today.
Tell them about what it's been like for you here, coming here to St. Pete.
It's been a blessing. From Sunday, the time the visit at the hospital, to the practices, meeting these wonderful guys on the east, both the east and the west team. You know what I'm saying? It's really more than a game. I mean, we gonna compete and we gonna battle, but at the end of the day, we all fighting for a cause, and that's for the children of Shriners Hospital, and make sure they are healthy and they're always happy. Because every day they wake up, they have a problem, they have an issue that they had to deal with. And we wake up, we are healthy, we have nothing to worry about. We come out here and do something that we love every day. And they're not so fortunate, and yet they still smile. And so God's will has been done this week, and I want to continue to get better. And as far as the game goes, I just want a safe, healthy game, make sure everybody come out with no serious injuries, and the best team will win. The Pat Tillman Award, it's a great award. Everything Pat Tillman stands for, everything he stood for as a man, to give up a lucrative career in the NFL of something he loves, something he worked so hard for, to fight for his country, to pay the ultimate sacrifice, to give his life. That's something that we can never take back. For me to be nominated, even thought about being a candidate for the Pat Tillman Award, it's an extreme honor and a blessing, and that really topped my week off. No matter what happens out here today, receiving that award last night, it means everything to me. And out of all the awards and all the hardware that my mama has in her room, this award takes precedence for right now. Like every award I've ever won, you know what I'm saying? This award means a lot because of what Pat Tillman stood for: honor, integrity, self-discipline, being selfless, and wanted to serve his country, wanted to be, it was bigger than him. He realized it was bigger than him. It was bigger than making millions. It was bigger than being a superstar, and he came back down to common grounds, to common level, and he's a great man. And I wish I had the chance to meet him, but it's an honor to receive that award, and it's a tremendous blessing.
Oh man, it means everything to have it here in St. Pete. It's a great event. The East-West Shrine game. It's just an honor to have it here and to be able to have it in our community, and for other high school kids to come and watch the game, families to come watch the game. It's just a great event to have.
What advice would you give some of the kids here in this game? What you've gone through it?
I think this is just a great motivational tool, for kids that's coming up, that's inspired to play in the NFL or to go to college. They see that they're one step away, from the NFL. East-West Shrine game is your last stop before the next level. So I think for them to come to the game and for the East West Shrine, and then also to show them, go to the hospital, talk to the kids that are less fortunate. It's just a great event in the entire aspect of things for this to be put on and just motivate the kids. Say, hey, one day I want to play in this game in St. Petersburg, and I want to make it.
Let's go! We can go out there and bust their head! Yeah, let's go! Woo! Let's go! We'll start on three! 1, 2, 3, 1.
Okay, this is Councilmember Newton with my daughter Chelsea. Say hi. Hi. And my wife Melissa, come up. And we're enjoying this 28th anniversary on MLK's birthday, 28th year doing the parade. And it's a beautiful parade, as you can see, with all the people around. We got our nice pretty float. We got beautiful weather. All we need now is for Sweet Bay to stay open, because people need those jobs and we need that store in Midtown. Councilmember Newton, District 7.
Well, it's great to be out here. It's another beautiful day in St. Petersburg, and I'm out here with the Greater Pinellas Point Civic Association's We Read program. They were supposed to be on the float with me, but I was running a little late, so we're in the parade, and it's a fantastic program from Greater Pinellas Point Civic Association aimed at getting our kids school ready.
Every year. I love this parade. It's long, it's friendly, the drum lines are excellent, all the different schools involved.
I need a lot of support and celebrate Martin Luther King, what he represents for us to have our freedom and enjoy it. I hope everybody realizes it. I love it. I always come to the parade.
In Gulfport, Florida, which is right across the way from St. Pete, if you want to know that. And we have a wonderful time. We come down, we fool, we have good times. She loves
It's an important day because this is a day that communities across the nation come together to live out the dream of Martin Luther King, and certainly see that happening in St. Petersburg and Pinellas County. Happy to be a part of this community. All right.
What's up, brother?
Well, we live about 8 blocks away, so we rode our bikes down here today just to see what's going on, to be part of the action, and see the local events, and see the people, learn more about the town and some culture. Appreciate Martin Luther King Day.
It means a lot to me. It's history, and see where we came from many years ago, and how far we came, and see everybody come together as one is a beautiful thing right now.
This is a special day that Dr. Martin Luther King gave his life for a country. And the kids being out here today shows that they understand and they support and they know what it means that he had a dream, and they continue to have a dream as well.
To support for the cause. Dr. Martin Luther King stood for a lot of things, equal opportunities for every man.
whole lot to me because, of course, I was born in America, and Martin Luther King Jr. has always been an idol of mine, a man who I deeply respected, and we wanted to honor him and live out his dreams. So I made it a life journey to make sure that I got along well with everybody.
Right.